Hi guys, this is iShine 2011 here, or iShine 11 for whatever you're here for. Um, this is gonna be a Phantom slash Love Never Dies vlog. I haven't done one in about 2 weeks because there's I can only think of so many things to talk about for this play because it's a fairly new play. But I want to talk about whether Love Never Dies is a sufficient follow up to the Phantom of the Opera because, as you know, the Phantom and Christine's relationship goes from. I have suspenders on, that's why you keep seeing me go like this. But anyway, their relationship goes from. It goes from, him wanting her desperately and she not biting to both of them wanting each other as much as the Phantom wanted Christina in the original. Now, 10 years have passed between the Phantom and Love Never Dies, so a lot can happen in 10 years. But a lot of people I see on the blogs and on YouTube and online in general are wanting an explanation as to how Christine could go from just wanting to stay with him and kissing him to free Raul to, you know, wanting to be with him forever and Love Never Dies. Um, being a Phantom Christine relationship fan, as everyone should be, I like the fact that they get together and Love Never Dies. Well, I love the fact, and I like it. I love it. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like there needs to be much of an explanation of how she can go from one extreme to the other because in the first play or in the first part of the franchise, she could have just been put on this big front for Raul and her friends and the people at the opera because if she had acted like she had wanted to defend him the whole time, they'd have thought something was wrong with her and they'd have probably killed her. Well, I don't know if they would have killed her, or they probably label her as an outcast just as they did the Phantom. So she probably did it for like the public's sake, but I don't know. I don't feel like there needs to be much of an explanation. I mean, because the events of Beneath a Moonlit Sky take place not too long after the end of the Phantom of the Opera. Matter of fact, it happens the day before she gets married to Raul. I don't think there's much of an explanation. I mean, through all the events of the Phantom of the Opera, she could have built up love for him then and just never told anybody. And that kiss could have been her way of saying, "I like you, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be in trouble." I guess if that's how you want to put it. Or I don't want people looking at me like I'm crazy, so I'm gonna just go with Raul like everyone would suggest or would hope, and then that one kiss will be my one fling, my one hope for anything between us, I guess. But yeah, I really feel like she had all those feelings built up in the events of Phantom Opera, and she just finally let them go in the events of Beneath the Moonlit Sky, which I love. Now, a couple of videos ago, I referred everyone who watches my videos, who are Phantom fans, to read some fan fiction. The author Shannon, who also has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link to the fan fiction in her YouTube channel in the bottom bar. Um, she only had 7 chapters up at the time, and I believe like she didn't update for another couple months or so. Well, this week she posted chapter 8. Chapters 1 through 7 uh were the events of Beneath a Moonlit Sky, right up to where the Phantom and Christine meet for the first time in Love Never Dies, right before they sing Beneath a Moonlit Sky and talk about what happened 10 years prior. Chapter 8 is them actually seeing each other face to face, and it basically goes through the events or the lyrics of Beneath the Moonlit Sky. Um, what am I trying to say? Beneath the Moonlit Sky, Once Upon Another Time, and Mother Please I'm Scared. It goes through those songs. And it sort of ends with, you know, Gustav asking the Phantom, "Can you show me around Phantasma?" And he says, "Yeah." And Christine says, "Yeah, but you just have to do it tomorrow because now you have to go to bed because it's really late." So that's where basically where it ends, and the film's like, yeah, Christina, I'll see you tomorrow, just us two alone after I deal with Gustav, I guess. But I would suggest you guys read that. Like I said, I'll put the link in the bottom bar. But I don't know. Like I want Love and Dies to become a movie. I so want it to become a movie. But if they do, I want them to make some adjustments to the play. Like they got to make it more movie like. Like Phantom of the Opera was a great play, but it wasn't very movie like. Like the Phantom was magical, and if you notice, they made him a lot more human in the movie than in the play, which a lot of other people are angry about too. Because now Love Never Dies, he's more human like than he was in Phantom of the Opera. I mean, we used to think that the Phantom was just some magical creature, and now he can have sex. Now I don't mean to be so, I guess, obscure or obscene with this language, but now the Phantom has a penis. Like I didn't even know he could have sex. I didn't know he had a penis. so, I mean, we knew he wanted her sexually, but we didn't know he was capable of doing the things that he did in Beneath a Moonlit Sky. If you pay attention to the lyrics, they had sex again, again, and again. So they at least had sex 3 times, or had 3 rounds, rather, should I say, in the events of that night. But yeah, I didn't even know he was capable of doing such a thing, which I'm great he is. I mean, because Christine supposedly is the first person who ever loved him, and the first person who ever touched him in any sort of way. I'm not just talking about sexual. I'm talking about like touching his face to embrace him and kissing him. She's the first person to ever do anything. She's the first person out of anybody to touch him besides himself. I don't mean that sexually. I'm sorry. You touch yourself to wash your face. Anyway, she's the first person to touch him. So, and he probably knew this was the only time he would ever have someone touch him, let alone be the only time he would have sex with anyone. So I guess he took matters into his own hands and he had a couple rounds with her. But anyway, if they make it into a movie, they're definitely gonna have to put in a scene for Beneath a Moonlit Sky. They're gonna have to do a scene for those events. Now, if they do a movie, I want Gerard Butler and Emmy Rossum to proclaim their roles. I really don't care about everyone else. Maybe Madame Gary's character, Miranda Richardson, I believe her name is. She can reclaim her role. So, and Raoul Patrick Wilson, I'm sorry. Those 4 have to be in the movie. Everyone else, they can replace. I can really care less. But, oh, and Meg, I guess. She could say the same person. But, I don't know. Gerard and Emmy having a sex scene. I mean, Gerard is fabulous. He's sexy, and Emmy, I think she's adorable. I think she's a very sexy woman. So them having a sex scene, I probably must be like, oh my god, this is crazy. I know you're looking at my finger. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, this is crazy. They're having sex, and it's Gerard and Emmy. Like that's gonna be wild. But I know there's an age difference between them two, so I don't know if that'll actually go down. Maybe they'll just show scenes of them like touching in the dark or something, because it does happen in the dark anyway. So I don't know, but I would like for that scene to be portrayed in the movie. Not saying that I'm a big sex fan, but them having sex is a huge part of Love Never Dies, because how the hell did Gustav get here? So that scene would have to be portrayed. I'm not asking for it to be a 15-minute love scene, but I'm just asking you got to show something. At least show the scene with him taking her clothes off or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I want for the movie. I wanted to turn into a movie, and that's what I want to happen in the movie. Anyway, that's it. I just rambled to talk about everything, but I just wanted to talk about the Phantom and Love Never Dies before the week was over, because I didn't give you guys a video in like 2 weeks based on the topic. So iShine11 is a Twitter, iShine2011 is a YouTube, Pamypedia is my blog, my entertainment blog rather. My Phantom Love Never Dies blog is phantominteressante.tumblr.com. I'll give you all the links and all that good stuff in the bottom bar. I'm running out of time, so you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you sometime next week. Peace.